Welcome into Live in the Bay. We have a great show for you today. Coming up, pop rock band Bahina brings us their new single, Sweet Cherry Chapstick. We'll chat their new music and we'll get a live performance here in studio. And they're bringing comfort to your shoe shopping experience. Beck's Shoes shows us why they've been in the shoe game for more than 100 years. Then Dr. Sethi chats the latest viral skin treatment using salmon DNA. She'll break down the hype and let you know if it's worth the investment. Plus, the unique, delicious creations at George's Donuts and Merriman. We'll check out some of the most coveted pastries from this cafe. There's so much happening today on Live in the Bay. Welcome into Live in the Bay. So glad you could join us today. I'm Jessica Wills. Happy Thursday, everyone. We are almost to the weekend. A shorter week, but sometimes these weeks feel like it takes longer to get to the weekend, if you know what I mean. We have so many fun guests here. We have an exciting performance, and I'm so excited to get to them. But let's get you caught up on any headlines that you may have missed with In Case You Missed It to start the show off. All right, Superman is flying back into theaters, and it's happening in less than 2 years. Director and DC Studios co-head James Gunn took to social media to announce that Superman, Man of Tomorrow will hit theaters on July 9th, 2027. Along with the news, he shared a comic book image of Superman standing next to Lex Luthor in his iconic war suit, hinting that Luthor's obsession with taking down the Man of Steel will once again take center stage. In the comics, that high-tech suit is designed to rival Superman's strength and powers. The first film was a massive success, earning over $600 million at the global box office. Wow, pretty penny there. Exciting. I know that a lot of fans will be looking forward to this one, so we'll have to wait for that. All right, something else that will have you looking up to the sky. You can now go down the brick road in an immersive experience unlike any other. Rich DeMiro is taking us to Emerald City inside the Sphere in Las Vegas, where the Wizard of Oz is being reimagined for the big screen thanks to AI. That's today's Rich on Tech.
A Hollywood classic is back.
I can't believe we're here. There were certainly some times along the way I didn't think we were going to get here.
The Wizard of Oz, now showing at the Sphere in Las Vegas. The 86-year-old film, originally shown on a 24-foot screen, expanded to fit the Sphere's 160,000 square foot canvas.
You will see Judy Garland as if you were back in 1939.
Producers turned to AI to make it happen.
We knew it was going to be controversial, and honestly, and this is just me speaking personally, that was one of the reasons why I was attracted to it.
It cost nearly $100 million to bring Dorothy and crew back to life inside the dome-shaped venue. The audio is excellent, tech effects make it feel like you're inside the tornado, and more.
What's really exciting is this is the first time, I think, in the history of the venue where we truly have pushed the boundaries of everything that this venue is capable of.
With help from Google DeepMind, AI was trained on the original film to restore details and even create new ones.
That was really true of Google. They love this project, I think, as much as we did.
Literally up until 6 months ago, we didn't know if we had a path towards getting the Sphere experience at the level of quality that Sphere audiences expect.
Audiences are immersed from the moment they enter. Kansas City at the start, then Emerald City with the Wizard front and center. As for the show itself, it's entertaining from start to finish. Look closely, and yes, you'll notice the AI touches, but this isn't just a reimagining of the original. It's a completely new way to experience it. The massive screen, extra detail, and booming audio turn a classic story into a tech-driven spectacle. The tornado pulls you in, and other effects keep you wowed.
I think that's what these tools are enabling, is a new wave of creativity, a new wave of expression, and a new wave of things that we can give audiences to experience.
That is So cool. Every time I see new video of the Sphere, I am just blown away. I've yet to be there, so I need to make it a point to get out there and check out a concert or maybe this, because I love the Wizard of Oz. And so, yeah, just so cool. Love to see all the new technology and the new things that they can do there. Very fun. All right, Amazon MGM Studios has officially confirmed that Sophie Turner will take on the iconic role of Lara Croft in the upcoming Tomb Raider live action series for Prime Video. Turner joins a line of high-profile actresses who portrayed the globe-trotting adventurer, following in the footsteps of Angelina Jolie and Alicia Vikander. The series is based on the popular video game franchise and is set to begin production on January 19th, 2026. So fun. All right. Okay, some other sad news. Iconic Italian designer Giorgio Armani has died at the age of 91. His fashion house confirmed. He's known for his timeless, understated elegance. Armani had recently missed Milan Fashion Week this past June due to an undisclosed health condition. He was in the midst of planning a major celebration for the 50th anniversary of the fashion house this month. Armani revolutionized Italian ready-to-wear fashion in the late 1970s with his relaxed, refined silhouettes. His global empire is valued at over $10 billion, spanned clothing, accessories, and more. His influence reached far beyond the runway, dressing Hollywood stars like Richard Gere and Anne Hathaway. Very sad news there, and just such an icon with everything that he's built and, you know, everything that he means to the fashion world. So he will definitely be missed. All right, scientists are sounding the alarm on the use of pesticides and the effect it has on the monarch butterfly population. A first-of-its-kind study revealed pesticides as the most likely reason behind their decline. Here's more on how the study is helping to fight back.
In the past 40 years, monarch butterfly populations have declined dramatically by nearly 90%, with researchers recently discovering their strongest evidence to date that links their die-offs to pesticide exposure. In January 2024, scientists found hundreds of dead monarchs near a sanctuary in California's Bay Area, where these butterflies spend the winter months. It's a crucial location for their migratory and reproductive cycles. The insects were found in large piles, with the last living ones still twitching as investigators arrived, which is a common sign of pesticide poisoning, according to officials. The new study, published in the Oxford Academic for Environmental Toxicology and Chemistry, shows researchers tested 10 butterflies, revealing an average of 7 pesticides in each insect at levels deemed to be lethal. Pesticide residue on crops and flowers pose a poisoning risk for caterpillars, along with their transformation into butterflies as they drink nectar, with the lead author of the study saying their research provides meaningful insight to the butterfly's broader population decline, saying even though laboratory studies and population models have shown that pesticides are harmful to monarchs, it can be difficult to capture the impacts of pesticides in the field on wild populations. This study helps to fill that gap.
Scientists are sounding the alarm on the use of pesticides and the effect it has on the monarch butterfly population. A first-of-its-kind study revealed pesticides. Let's just skip ahead here. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what's going on. All right, so let's move on to our next story. It is National Wildlife Day, and this is a day that you can celebrate being out in nature and just all the beauty that it provides. And it's also a time to think about conservation and the efforts that you can do. So that's going to lead us right into today's question of the day. Today, we are asking, what's one simple thing you do in your everyday life to help protect nature or wildlife? Go ahead and scan that QR code, or you can go to our social media pages at Live in the Bay TV. We love to hear from you, and we always love to interact with you for our viewer voice. So for me, let's see, my answer for something that I do to, you know, preserve nature and celebrate our planet, I am a big recycler. I like to recycle, and it is something that I'm a stickler on. And so I just make it a point wherever I am, even if I'm not at home and I'm at somebody else's house, I'll ask them, hey, do you guys recycle? And sometimes I'll even give them a little spiel if their answer is no. So recycling is something that's small and easy, and really just anyone can do it. So I make a point to do that as much as possible. But there's the QR code in the corner of your screen. I want to hear from you guys, and all you have to do is scan that, send us your answers, and we may just shout it out a little bit later in the show. And while you do that, let's send things over to get a check-in on this weather.
We're heading into a cooler weekend. Already temperatures have cooled quite a bit compared to the sizzling hot temperatures from Labor Day weekend. Now an area of low pressure is moving inland right to over California and bringing us very cool conditions. Temperatures this afternoon, numbers in the mid-60s, a lot of 67s in San Francisco. And also, if you go to the water's edge at the beach, it will be mid-60s there. Looking for mid-60s also into upper 60s for the North Peninsula. Then we head southward, we get into the 70s. 77 in Palo Alto, 77 in Mountain View. And here we are, South Bay. We are getting a few 80s this afternoon, but not many. 81 Saratoga, 80 for Los Gatos, and 76 from San Jose to Santa Clara. 82 Livermore. We are not going to be seeing any 90s, not in the Bay Area this afternoon. 77 Walnut Creek, 80 for Concord, and 69 degrees in Berkeley. It is not a warm afternoon. We're going to see a lot of moisture, and some areas won't see the sun at all, but you will see some sun in Fairfield at 82, Napa 80, and look how drippy and cool in Stinson Beach at 66 degrees with Mill Valley at 70. The next 7 days, we are in a cooling trend. We'll cool, of course, today is cooler than yesterday, slightly cooler again tomorrow. Then we hold it steady as we head into the weekend and into next week.
Thank you so much for that update, Kathy. Still to come here on the show, Dr. Simran Sethi is joining us to talk about the latest viral skincare treatment using salmon DNA. We'll get a breakdown on if this treatment is worth the hype. And later, Bahina stops by to talk about their exciting new single, Sweet Cherry Chapstick. And we're getting a live performance here in studio. Can't wait for that. So much more to come here on Live in the Bay. We're coming back in 2 minutes. Stay with us. Welcome back in. There's a new skin treatment making headlines, and it involves salmon DNA. But is it worth the hype and improves fine line and texture? Dr. Simran Sethi with Renew MD Medical Spas is here to tell us all about it and if it is worth it. Dr. Sethi, it is always so fun to have you.
Oh, thank you. So this is a very interesting topic.
Yes.
And I'm sure that people have seen little viral videos of people getting salmon DNA injected into their skin, and a lot of people ask me this in the medical spa. So I figured this is a great topic to cover.
Yes, because this went viral when you're talking about, you know, a new treatment, and I think because of the word salmon. Why are we using salmon DNA in a face product, you know, or a face treatment? So let's break it down a little bit. What is it exactly?
So actually, I know it sounds a little off-putting, but basically, salmon DNA is a short word for something called PDRN, which stands for small little pieces of DNA that are extracted from salmon and then injected into the skin so that they can stimulate collagen production. So that's what salmon DNA is doing.
Okay.
But the way it's administered and where it's coming from and all of those things matter when you think about safety and efficacy and so forth.
Got it. And so who would this treatment be for?
So if someone is looking for reduction in fine lines, or they want to address texture in their skin, maybe even pores, this would be something that they would get. The problem is, though, I feel like it is a little hyped up because there are other things that we've been doing for a long time that maybe I would say outperform salmon DNA. So it's one of those trends that started going going viral in Korea, and you know, have just kind of taken the world by storm. And I also think it's also a little more accessible in terms of price and availability. It doesn't require any special equipment. So I think that's probably also why it's gotten so much more popular.
Okay, but you think that there are other treatments that will give better results in the long term?
Yes, exactly. Well, and that's primarily because, you know, when you take a product from another animal or another species and try to make it signal the human body to do it, it's just not going to work as well. It's like if you're a size 8.5 in shoes and you try to fit yourself into an 8, you're probably going to not be able to wear it for very long.
Yeah.
So this is exactly the same thing.
Okay.
We're using messages from those DNA fragments to produce collagen, and we can do the same with our own blood product, which is plasma-rich platelets, exosomes, even placental cells. So in my practice, we actually specifically work on human products or use human products.
Yeah, let's dive into these treatments and kind of what the difference is and how they work. So yes, explain to me what you offer.
So we offer plasma-rich platelets, which are basically extracted from a blood draw that we do in the office for you. We use a specialized tube and centrifuge to isolate your plasma, and then we microneedle that into the skin. And that has your own growth factors and messenger cells to tell your body to make new collagen. Now, stronger, about 100x stronger than that, is placental cells. And
wow.
And these are actually derived from human placenta. They don't have anyone's DNA, so you're not inheriting anyone's genes per se. You're just taking advantage of messenger cells and peptides, again, to tell your body to make new collagen, you know, new skin.
And who are the best candidates for this? What should they be seeking?
Yeah, so you know, my favorite, of course, fine lines, pores, skin texture, but the other one is also hollowness under the eyes. It's a beautiful treatment for under eye fine lines. So you know, if you're otherwise everything looks great and you just want to focus on the eyes, it does a beautiful job at dark circles, hollowness, fine lines. So that's another little advantage it has, and again, easy to do without any downtime.
Yes, I was just going to say, what's the recovery? What are you looking like right after this, and do you have to have some downtime?
Yeah, so that's the problem with, I feel like that's the big problem with salmon DNA. You do have downtime. It's injected directly into the skin, and your skin is going to look like an ostrich skin for about a day or two, which, you know, can be a lot.
Yeah.
Versus when we do PRP or placental cells, you're literally going to walk out of the office with maybe a little redness in your skin, and within a few hours, that's literally gone away.
Yeah, okay, great. Well, I love that you joined us to break down, you know, is this worth the hype? When you see something on social media, everyone wants it, but it's great to know that there are other treatments out there, other alternatives that maybe will give you a little bit better results.
Exactly.
So, yes, if anyone is interested and they want to learn more, how should they contact you?
Well, they can go to our website, renewmdwellness.com, but they can also listen to my podcast, The Skin Report. And again, I go into all of this in a lot of detail.
Yes, so fun. Dr. Sethi, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
Loved having you.
Thank you.
Of course. If you want to learn more about the salmon DNA facial or some of the other treatments that Dr. Sethi offers, and some better treatments, that is, that Dr. Sethi offers, you can head to their website. That is renewmdwellness.com. Coming up on Live in the Bay, more than 100 years in the business of making your shoe shopping experience one to remember. Beck's Shoes tells us how they've done it all for so long. We're heading to break right now, but you can still answer our question of the day. Just scan the QR code right there. Today we are asking, what's one simple thing you do in your everyday life to help protect nature or wildlife? We'd love to hear from you. Let us know. We might just shout it out a little bit later in the show. Don't go anywhere. Live in the Bay. We'll be right back. Welcome back in. Beck's Shoes has been in the business more than 100 years, serving up a unique shoe shopping experience, setting them apart from other stores. Joining us now to share more is Chief People and Impact Officer Julia Beck-Gomez and VP of Sales Matt Lopez. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, this is incredible that you guys have been serving the community for over 100 years. So tell me about Beck's Shoes and its history.
So myself and my cousin Adam, he's our CEO, we are the 5th generation generation of the Beck family.
Wow.
Our great-grandfather actually came through Ellis Island in the early 1900s from Denmark. We actually got to go to Denmark a few years ago and then found out that 3 additional generations of shoe cobblers were in there in Denmark. So it's a long history. It's something we're very passionate about, and we're excited to continue to grow it. We've got 25 stores right now, soon to be 26, over 6 states, and we're just excited to bring Beck shoes to the world.
Yes, after being in business for so long and just serving so many people, you know, what is the goal that you guys want to keep on going for?
I think really, you know, we have a mission statement. It is exceed the expectations of everyone you encounter. It sounds a little cheesy sometimes, but we really do live it first and foremost to the consumers, but with each other too, with our team members, with the UPS driver. So that's number one. Next would be our value propositions. We measure, we scan, we custom fit. So when you come into our stores, you're really going to get this full sit and fit experience. We want to meet people where they are. We want to meet their needs, and then also put, you know, some fashion to it too.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are definitely setting yourselves apart with the customer experience. And Matt, I want to talk about that a little bit more in depth, and you know, talk about the shopping experience and just kind of what sets you guys apart.
Absolutely, Jess. I could tell you one thing. Our guests can rest assured that they get the highest quality shoe shopping experience when they come into our local Beck stores. You can expect the best, and we really hone in to our value propositions. We offer the Measure Them with our double branding device. We give them a free digital foot scan with our state-of-the-art technology, and we help ensure a good custom fit. So it's really a pure enriched experience, not only with our showroom glowing, we got beautiful music, and all of our team members are smiling and ready to service all of our guests.
Yeah, and why is it so important to get that perfect fit? You know, it's one thing to just go buy shoes, but you guys really go the extra step in getting that perfect measurement, customizing. Why is that so important when you're picking out your shoes?
Well, it's very important, Jess. That's actually a great question, because otherwise you're just going to go back and forth and get the wrong size if you order something online. Well, with us, we can give that guest a peace of mind, and we're getting the fit right the first time. It's that human interaction, that one-on-one, where we can walk, touch their feet, make sure the shoe fits perfectly, but also we can help with our fitting aids and help to make sure they're not slipping in the heel, because everyone has different arches in their shape of their feet and different sizes. So it's really cool experience that you get when you come into our stores.
And I was going to say that our feet are changing constantly throughout our lives. So the size that you wore last year may not even be what you are next year. So it's important to get measured. It's important to know where some of those pressure points are and really figure out which footwear is going to give you the maximum comfort. So the combination of the shoes, the insoles, the socks, it all matters. And, you know, we like to say the feet are your foundation. So the more you can keep that comfort level in your feet, it's going to affect the ankles, the knees, the hips, all of your body alignment and foundation. So it's just really important to know that you're getting the best for your body.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. I know that it really matters having comfortable shoes, especially women. You know when you've worn those heels and your feet are hurting. One of the things, we've kind of touched on it a little bit, but I want to dive a little bit deeper, is just the experience that your team is bringing to everyone. You know, how are you making them just so part of the process and making sure that every customer is just feeling so comfortable and enjoying the process?
Well, when our team members first join our family, we go through an extensive amount of training, which is 80 hours of onboarding training. But it just doesn't stop there. We get them all teched up with the features and benefits to be really harmoniously connected to our products, which gives the highest level of consumer confidence. Furthermore, we have a 365 year-round, the clock, year-round training that we have, and that's really helps them with our internal points-based learning program. And so we're constantly evolving and changing things and making sure that all of our team members have the wealth of knowledge to be able to service all of our guests.
Wow.
And then beyond that, I would say it's our company culture. I mean, we have this legacy that we're definitely invested in. We're very passionate about what we do. So we want to bring that into our team members' lives and making sure that they feel as committed as us as far as what we're trying to bring to the public. It's just a very important part of our culture.
Yeah, very cool. Speaking of legacy, what is something that you want people to know about Beck's shoes that maybe isn't talked about or advertised?
Well, I could tell you one thing. We stay really closely connected with our local communities, from everything to charity, to staying close connected with our podiatrists and making sure that all of the patients that they send our way get on the good foot with their recovery footwear. Furthermore, we are actively engaged with all of our industrial, our hard-working blue-collar workers out there to make sure that they are safe on the job with all of the industrial footwear. So we're continuing to stay connected with our local communities, and we just thrive to get better together.
Yeah, very cool. You guys are making sure that kind of all the points are covered, giving back to the community, not only with great shoes, but in a bigger way, in a bigger purpose. Well, I love this display that you guys got. You guys kind of have a little bit of different fashion, all the different, types of shoes that you can wear for every outfit. And you also have an incredible offer right now. I want to let everyone know about it. What should we tell them?
We got a $500 gift card, all shopping spree, so go ahead and scan that QR code, and this could be the lucky you come down and visit one of our stores. But the last call to action is, what do you say, San Francisco Bay Area? Make it a day. Circle Beck Shoes on your calendar and do yourself a favor and come down and visit one of our local stores. Tell your brother, your sister, mom, dad, grandpa, and grandma, friends, colleagues, co-workers, and make a day out of it and give our team members an opportunity to exceed your expectations and show you why some things are better in person.
Matt and Julia, this is so much fun. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit more about Beck Shoes. An incredible offer, so we'll make sure that we tag that on our website where people can go and enter. So thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, of course. If you want to learn more about Beck Shoes, you can head to their website. That is beckshoes.com. When we come back here on Live in the Bay, The Conjuring Last Rites delivers another thrilling chapter of the iconic Conjuring cinematic universe based on real events. We'll get a behind-the-scenes look from the franchise stars, and we'll go deeper and get a behind-the-scenes look on the trailer. Stay right there. Live in the Bay. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Live in the Bay. I'm Jessica Wills. Still to come on the show, donuts like you've never seen them before. We're getting a peek inside George's Donuts and Merriment, where sweet treats meet stunning creations. Plus, Bahina is in the house with their new catchy song, Sweet Cherry Chapstick. We're chatting with lead singer Jarrell Bahina, and we're gonna get a live performance. Stay with us, can't wait for that. But first, let's see what you had to say about our question of the day today. Today we asked, what's one simple thing you do in your everyday life to help protect nature or wildlife? I said recycle. It's something small and easy that everyone can do, and I highly recommend it if you don't. But let's get to our viewers' answers. This first one is going to come from Mac from Oakland, who said, it may not be much, but I bought reusable straws that I take everywhere. Mac, I love this, and it is a lot. That's the thing. Every little thing that you do really makes a big difference, especially when you tell your friends to join in on that. So I love this answer. Thank you for that, Mac. The next one is going to come from Melissa from Concord, who said, I installed solar panels to reduce my carbon footprint. Melissa, that is a big deal right there. Installing solar panels, definitely costly. So you went the extra mile to reduce your carbon footprint. Love to hear it. Let's bring in our last viewer answer. This one comes from Angela from Emeryville, who said, make sure there's water in the bird bath and always take a trash bag to pick up trash when I go out for a walk. I love this. Yes, if you're going out for a walk, why not pick up some trash when you see it there? I know that when I am walking around or even driving, you see a bunch of litter on the highway or litter out on the streets, it really bothers me. So I love that you're making the effort to make your surroundings a little more beautiful. Thank you for that, Angela. All right, thank you to everyone who sent in their answers today. We always love to hear from you. Every single day you get a chance to interact with us. All you have to do is scan the QR code. We post it every single day, or you can go to our social media pages at Live in the Bay TV to answer. It's one of our favorite things to do is chat with you all about our viewer voice. So thank you for that. We love to see when you chime into our social media pages, and of course, scan in that QR code. You can always send us your answers there as well. All right, another thing we love here on the show is our movies. Stars Patrick Wilson have been at the heart of the Conjuring franchise. Let's take a look at the trailer.
8 people live in this house. 8 people have experienced this. 8 people are not crazy.
The Conjuring universe, a billion-dollar franchise, is coming to an end with The Conjuring: Last Rites. For the final time, Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson step into the roles of real-life paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. The epic conclusion has left the stars feeling completely drained.
It's like a real workout for our souls. Like, we short circuit at the end of one of these. And because this is the ultimate, like, this was more demanding emotionally, physically, spiritually on both of us. So by the end of it, we're like, bye, I'm done.
The film's director, Michael Chavez, saying producers James Wan and Peter Safran always had an idea for how they wanted to bring the paranormal saga to a close.
Peter actually, when I was doing Conjuring 3, I was like, how does it end? And he told me back then, Peter Safran, and I won't give it away.
And for Annabelle fans, this film taps into the chilling idea of a cursed object running a family's life.
There's a real item in their collection plays a central role in this, and mirrors play a part of it.
Ed and Lorraine Warren's daughter, Judy, plays a central role in The Last Rites, which actor Patrick Wilson says highlights a theme many parents will find deeply relatable.
I have two sons, right? But I certainly, I can relate to that. You've got to let them fly the coop. And part of the joy of playing Ed is really embracing that, like, old school paternal guy that you don't see. He's the real throwback, and that's fun to explore.
The director teases that audiences will want to stay through the very end.
There's a post-credits image. It's not a tease for another movie. It's really just for fans.
Scary movies are not for me, but if you want to check it out, fear comes full circle when The Conjuring: Last Rites comes to theaters this Friday. When we come back, we are stepping into a world of sweetness and style at George's Donuts and Merriment. We'll check out the elevated, whimsical creations that have everyone talking. And as we head to break, here's a live look outside. Stay right there, live in the Bay. We'll be right back. George's Donuts and Merriment is turning the classic donut into an elevated, whimsical treat. From playful flavors to eye-catching designs, these sweets are anything but ordinary. Co-owner and executive chef Janina O'Leary joined me to share what they are serving up.
George's Donuts and Merriment is on West Portal. So we have donuts. I can tell you a little bit about our menu here. So we have donuts, but we're also a cafe. So we have salads, sandwiches. We serve donuts in the morning, and then it kind of transition. And then we're we're gonna open to dinner service pretty soon too, which is exciting.
So fun. And what was the concept that you wanted to create? Because it's described as whimsical and just merriment. And so what were you aiming for with your concept?
We wanted to have a spot where the community and families can come and just have a joyous time, really.
And who is George in your life? I read a little bit about the backstory, and this is so cute, so I want you to touch on the story and just why it was so important for you to create a cafe and honor him.
Yeah, George is a larger-than-life character. He's our co-owner's grandfather. So growing up in Oakland, he had a laundromat, and he would take his family over to Colonial Donuts, and he would take them over every day and sort of have donuts in the morning. So they grew up with this, like, wonderful, nostalgic, like, memory of donuts. So this is really honoring him and his family, and we just kind of want to pass that forward with the neighborhood.
The lines down the block, people have been waiting 45 minutes, an hour and a half to get in and try what you're serving up. What does that mean to you to have such a response from the community?
It's really surreal. It's very humbling. we're working really hard every day, and our team is so grateful. So it's been really exciting. We're like kind of working around the clock, and we've gotten, we've gotten such great feedback from the neighborhood. So it's really exciting.
Yeah, and things do sell out. So people, do you have any
Yes.
tips for people to get in and get the goodies that they need to make sure that they secure it? Because things run out, and then you got to wait for the next day.
They do. I recommend coming around 8:30, so we open at 9, so coming a little bit early. Our brioche is probably the most popular, and they sell out first. So if you're looking for our key lime pie and our creme brulee donut, I would get there early. And then I also recommend coming early in the week. So that's probably when we're a little bit slower. So yeah, definitely.
Monday, Tuesdays, mark your calendar so you can get in
We're
there.
closed Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday. Sorry about that. Yes, definitely.
Okay, well, let's get to this delicious setup on the table. Why don't we start over here? Tell me, and again, these are just kind of coveted things. People are coming in. They are so excited about all of these. So what do we have on the corner there?
So these are warm brioche donut holes. So this actually you can get starting at 11, and you can have these. These are available all day. So you can have this warm at the table for lunch. So really exciting. This is our bacon and eggs donut. So it's a really rich custard inside with a maple glaze and candied bacon. These are more traditional sprinkle donuts here. This is probably the favorite, these two. This is our spin on a key lime pie.
Okay.
So a rich...
All of those treats were literally out of this world. They tasted like something I haven't tasted at all ever. So definitely a unique place to go and try some of these treats. If you want to learn more about George's Donuts and merriment, head to liveinthebay.tv. After the break, lead singer Jarrell Bahina is here to share the bold new single from Bahina, Sweet Cherry Chapstick. We're getting a live performance next. And as we head to break, here's a look at what you can catch tonight here on KRON4. Stay right there. Live in the Bay is coming right back. Bahina is a pop rock band based out of Sacramento, bringing a unique sound and some serious charisma. They recently dropped a new single, Sweet Cherry Chapstick, and here to share more about it and their music is lead singer Jarrell Bahina. Jarrell, thanks for being here at Live in the Bay.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, this is so fun. I'm so excited to talk about your music. You know, tell me how you got started.
So, I mean, just in music, my brother and I want to say in junior high or something like that, we did a talent show. And we didn't think anything of it at the time, but then people started coming to us and saying, oh, you guys have really good voices. And we're like, all right. My mom says that too, so. But afterwards, throughout high school, it was a little bit like we'd pick up our guitar here and there, listen to inspiration or whatever. And from there, my brother and I, right out of high school, started our band. My brother, Cody, is the drummer. And yeah, we just kind of picked it up from there, trying to start gigs. My brother wasn't even a drummer. He was supposed to be my bass player, but my bassist dropped out. My drummer dropped out last minute, so he kind of picked it up, and we had that brother intuition going on. And yeah, since then we've been doing a lot of shows in Sacramento and Tahoe, and trying to make our way around, you know. So.
Yeah, how did you come up with the band name Bahina?
So Bahina is our last name. We go by that, you know. It's like the whole Bon Jovi thing. Everybody kind of just taking inspiration off of that. And it kind of, I think it's Hebrew, it means brotherhood. So Cody and I, you know, brothers.
Perfect words, right, to describe how you guys got started.
Correct.
Tell me a little bit about your band and how you've incorporated, you know, coming all together and just making your music.
You know, it's funny, the first band member, it was Cody and I, obviously, but then my first band member, we met on like an app that was for musicians, and we were like, okay, we just need one good musician in it that's not us, so then other people will be drawn to play with us, you know? And then once we got him, that's my bass player, Thomas, once we got him, then it was much easier to incorporate other guys. And now we kind of have subs in and out, but for the most part, we had met other musicians through other musicians. And that's kind of how we got our band going. My lead guitarist, Brandon, I think I met him at an open mic or something like that. I don't remember how I met him, but you know, it's just, it's always
You guys are doing it. You're doing your thing. You're moving and grooving. You have a new single, Sweet Cherry Chapstick. Tell me about the song.
So Sweet Cherry Chapstick is our newest one. It's much more different than our previous records that we have. A little bit more on the poppier commercial vibe. We wanted to change it up because, you know, we like the music. We like all the music that we make, but we wanted something more danceable, I guess you could say. So then it could get people moving at our shows. I mean, we already get people moving with our other stuff. We want them to be able to jump around and have a good time too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, very fun. You're going to give us an acoustic performance
Correct.
today. So I think I should let you get into place so that you can perform. We're so excited to see you. You can go ahead and head over. You can follow Behenna on their social media platforms at Behenna Music. And now, here is Jarrell Behenna singing their newest single, Sweet Cherry Chapstick. Take it away.
You were cinematic, your eyes captured a hopelessly romantic. Across the room, your glasses charismatic, empty and calling out to me. My heart started burning out of me in the keys. Picture perfect person that I ever did see. I tried to play it cool when I asked what you wanted to drink. She said, I'll take a pink lemonade with a little umbrella. Give me a name by squeezing the lemon. Put those sugar-coated sweet lips to practice. Can you catch this sweet cherry chapstick? You like this dress, cause strap is wait until I'm wearing only the sheets of your mattress. Keep me interested, I'm already attracted. Try to catch this sweet cherry chapstick. My mind started racing when she threw me the keys. Said, drive for me, baby, I had too much to drink. We fly through the streets if you don't take it from me. I said, sit back and take a ride with me. And if you wanna stay, then it's fine with me. I said, baby, I'm too classy, I'll sit in the back seat. If you wanna play again, I'll take a pink lemonade with a little umbrella. Give me a name while squeezing the lemon. Put those sugar-coated sweet lips to practice. Can you catch this sweet cherry chapstick? You like this dress, cause the strap is wait until I'm wearing only the sheets of your mattress. Keep me interested, I'm already attracted. Try to catch this sweet cherry chapstick. Little umbrella, little umbrella. Oh, yeah. I'll take a pink lemonade with a little umbrella. Give me a name while you squeezing the lemon. Put those sugar-coated sweet lips to practice. Can you catch this sweet cherry chapstick? You like this dress, cause the strap is wait until I'm wearing only the sheets of your mattress. Keep me interested, I'm already attracted. Try to catch this sweet cherry chapstick.
Jarrell Behenna, that was so great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Where can people follow along and keep up with your music?
Yeah, you can find us, just look up Behenna Music, pretty much anywhere. Instagram, Spotify, wherever, and you'll be able to find us.
There you go.
Time, yeah.
Thank you. So much fun. If you want to learn more about Behenna and keep up with them, we'll also put their link on our website. Head to liveinthebay.tv. Stay right here. After the break, we'll take a look at what's coming up tomorrow on the show. But first, here's what you can catch tonight right here on KRON4. Now let's send things over to Justine Waldman for the top headlines coming up on KRON4 News at 2. Justine.
Hi, Jess. Here's what we're working on for KRON4 News at 2 o'clock today. We just learned some new details about the breaking news in San Francisco where a person was hurt in a police shooting on Highway 101. I'm Justine. I'll see you at the top of the hour for KRON4 News at 2.
Tomorrow on Live in the Bay, actor, comedian, and podcaster Desi Banks is in the Bay Area for an upcoming show this weekend. We'll learn about it. And we take a look back at our time with Bay Area rapper LaRussell and his latest venture giving fans big incentives. That does it for us today. If you missed anything, you can find it on our website. Head to liveinthebay.tv. Hope you all have a great afternoon, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.